Chen Qiushe wanted the world to know what was going on in Wuhan. For 2 weeks, the prominent lawyer and citizen journalist posted videos from the virus epicenter, revealing the true scale of a tragedy he said was unfolding before his eyes. Then he disappeared. His mother has been told he's in quarantine, but issued this appeal, knowing the authorities have silenced her son. 4 days later, Feng Bin went missing. His footage showing several bodies outside a Wuhan hospital and a man dying inside brought him to the attention of the police. The local shop worker hasn't been seen since February the 10th. They are just 2 of dozens detained and millions suppressed online for daring to criticise the government's response to the virus.
Not just dissidents or prominent activists, but now even just ordinary citizens. That we also heard stories about them being detained or being punished, either short, very brief detention or being warned by the police after they posted something on social media.
President Xi has been largely absent from the public eye, but has declared the country united in a people's war. He is said to have personally ordered the strict health checks and containment orders now in force across the country. The Chinese government has imposed the most extensive lockdown the world has ever seen. More than 500 million people are now living under some form of restricted movement or quarantine. It is an unprecedented response to a health emergency that is threatening to become an economic and political crisis too. The massive mobilisation of medics to Wuhan has featured heavily on state television. Emotional scenes of devoted citizens are meant to inspire trust in the Communist Party. This political analyst believes the cover-up theories will be forgotten when the virus battle is won.
This whole epidemic, eventually when it is over, I believe will re-strengthen the Chinese confidence in the government, in really uplifting the whole nation to fight against the impossible epidemic.
In China, they are going to every extreme to control this outbreak, even door-to-door checking for suspected cases. But voices, as well as the virus, are being contained. Debbie Edward, News at 10, Beijing.
Let's speak to Debbie now. Debbie, lots of confusion over whether the number of new cases there is slowing down. What is your sense of how much of that could be down to preventative measures or, in fact, the government just massaging those numbers?
Well, unfortunately, that is too difficult to determine tonight because once again today, the Chinese authorities changed their way of recording cases. They decided again to differentiate between suspected and confirmed cases. That paints a very confusing picture and makes it very difficult to track this virus. And throughout the day today, they were changing the numbers as they revealed cluster cases in at least 5 prisons across China and 2 hospitals here in Beijing. What might help provide some clarity is the arrival of the World Health Organization team in Wuhan on Saturday. After several days in China, they are finally being allowed to travel to the epicenter of this outbreak. That comes as a concerning global trend emerges with regards to this coronavirus. In South Korea on Friday, the number of cases leapt to more than 200, a majority of them connected to a single church congregation. And in Iran, they confirmed 18 cases and 4 deaths after previously saying they had none. The World Health Organization has described the situation there as very worrying. It says there's now a narrowing window of opportunity to contain this virus, and at this point, the outbreak could still go in any direction.